Hey guys, Peter here on Doxie. It's probably not that great for the light at the moment, but yeah, I think it'll be doable. Anyway, here I am aboard Doxie, and there are around about 3 weeks to go before I head north to Queensland on another odyssey. Yeah, there's an oddity going on Odyssey. There you go. There's something in that. Out here on the boat at the moment, on the mooring, changeable kind of a day. It's been raining, it's sunny, and it's blowing a southerly, so it's not too bad though. There's a little bit of chop coming down the harbour, Brisbane Water being the harbour, and I'm just out here to do a few chores as part of my preparations to go north. So yeah, where are we up to? Been a little while since last time, so these will start becoming closer together as things get more interesting, and obviously along the way it's going to be hopefully a daily thing, so yeah, be afraid, be really afraid. So I'm out here at the moment just having a look at the engine, just taking a note of the different filters and their part numbers, so I can buy replacements because I want to service the engine. So just out here making sure I get the right ones, because it's a difficult enough job being fiddly and stuff in there, without having to add to it by getting the wrong parts and having to take them back. So doing that at the moment. We'll go in there and have a look at the engine soon. I have been getting an electrician, a marine electrician, to quote on just some work I'd like done on the power selector, the battery selector system on this boat. Currently it's not ideal at all because both batteries are working in parallel, therefore they are on the same circuit. Generally I have one battery for house, which basically means all the amenities in the boat and the navigation lights, navigation instruments, and the other battery is simply for starting the engine. If you have them in parallel, as they do at the moment, they discharge much more quickly, because they'll keep on toing and froing. It's a race to the bottom, basically. Oh, you know, it's like water finding its own level. It's like this one discharges a bit, that one tries to top it up, but obviously discharges in the process, and that goes on and on. So hope to get that rectified. Hopefully it's not too horrifically expensive, but I certainly need to do something, and I'd like to get that done before I go away. So that's on my menu of things to do. I've just actually lifted the squab off my pilot berth in there, and so I can get basically at the lockers underneath, as well as being able to access the side panel for the engine, so I can come into the side of the engine. I can easily, by removing the internal stairway, companionway, access the front of the engine, but I think the stuff I need to know is going to be found on the side. So I just want to make sure I get the right model number, serial number, etc. So when I do order parts, I'll get the appropriate ones. The engine is a Volvo Penta 2003 model, diesel, 28 horsepower. So she's a nice engine. The Volvo Pentas have a very good reputation, as you'd expect, I suppose, from Volvo. Or you'd at least hope to expect. So that's on my list. I've just brought a few other things out. I'm taking things out to the boat in dribs and drabs at the moment. I was looking for my freshwater hose, which is a, people say, well, what's that? Simply a hose when I go to marinas and stuff, when I can connect up to the tap and fill my drinking water. So it's a blue hose, which doesn't have that hosey sort of aftertaste. You know, when we were kids, you drink from the hose and you could always taste the hose, but yeah, with this you don't. So I found that from my last trip last year. I knew I had it somewhere, and of course it was hidden in a safe place in the garage, so that's now on board. I'm expecting my fiberglass dinghy. I'm just organizing a delivery date basically, for that to come out. The guy who makes them, or who has made it, is up the road here at a place called Berkeley Vale, which is probably only about half an hour away. So it's just teeing up a time for him to deliver that. He says, how about I do it on the way back from work? I thought, well, no, how about you don't? Because, of course, when I get it delivered, I want to bring it out here to Doxie and rig it up so it goes up on the davits, the little cranes over the back, if you like. And obviously it gets dark around about 6 o'clock, so I don't want to be doing something under the pressure of darkness coming. So I'll try and organise a better time. Anyway, hopefully that'll be next week. I'm also waiting for an outboard motor for that particular dinghy. I've ordered a Honda 2.3 horsepower, which should be plenty to propel that. The dinghy is an 8-foot fiberglass. It's very light, but also very rigid, so it should be ample for that. And I'll probably store that in the garage until I leave. I will actually. There is a place to hook the outboard motor over the rail at the back, but yeah, let's not tempt fate and have it open to theft any longer than we need it to be. Although it will be locked on there with cable and lock. But yeah, some people get creative, so just don't want to tempt fate on that one. When you're living on the boat full time, it's really less likely to happen because you're always here, pretty much. So yeah, that's coming. What else have we got? Yeah, the electrician, the dinghy, the outboard parts, so I can service the engine. So things are coming together slowly. I'm building up supplies slowly. But before I go, and I'll stop saying in a minute maybe, or not. Yeah. Oh dear. Anyway. Before I go, I will actually, oh God, it's terrible, isn't it? I will book some time at the Gosford Yacht Club Marina, just down here a bit, so I can have Doxie tied up alongside, say, for the last 3 days or so before I go, which will give good time for me to actually bring in supplies, more heavy things that I can lift on from a pontoon, rather than bringing them out on a little inflatable dinghy. So let's have a look at the engine. It's probably not going to mean much. It doesn't to me at the moment either, but I will learn very quickly. And yeah, it's needs must, basically. When you're the one on board and there's nothing else around, you get to learn things really quickly. So that's what boating's all about. Anyway, let's go and have a look. Alrighty, well, this is your basic Volvo Penta engine. I'm going to be needing to replace that oil filter. You can see it was done in April a year ago. This fuel filter, the fan belt, and somewhere in here there is a zinc. Oh God, I've lost the words now. Basically, it goes into the cooling system and attracts corrosion, if you like. So it's a sacrificial piece of zinc, basically, which screws in there. Anode, that's the word I'm looking for. And it basically takes the hit for any corrosion that comes along. So just keeps it away from the other internal parts of the engine. Anyway, let's go in for a look at the side. Oh, in the back there, that's my hot water tank. So warm showers, yes. And here we have the right-hand side of the engine. There's the gearbox, and that drives the propeller shaft down through the bottom of the hull. And that's the hot water tank once again. And you can see the rudder and steering mechanisms at the back. This ramrod here will be part of the auto helm or autopilot system. So yeah, that's all nice and tidy. So yeah, looks good. Well, I'm out here in the cockpit now, and yeah, look at the weather coming through. So yeah, it's I'm just going to switch it round. Yeah, southerly with rain ripping up the bay here, and yeah, looking a little bit wet. So you know what, I'm going to wait a while. It looks like Marine Rescue is just hovering out there too, so I'm not quite sure what they're looking for or looking at or whatever, but I think I'll sit here until this is over. So anyway, try out this new fluffy mic, the fluffy mic. So yeah, I'll have to row back there at some stage soon, but it ain't going to be in the rain. So it should pass over in a little while anyway. So yeah, I have sent through the details of the engine through to the parts supplier. Hopefully they can make head or tail of it and just get me set up with the things that I need. Thanks for watching another Adventures of Foxy Doxie. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you.